participation in various international and national conferences. He also served as NSS Program Officer, Rotary Club Coordinator, and Citizen Consumer Club Coordinator for more than 10 years. He specializes in marketing and HR. Today, we are blessed to have such an eminent personality in here. Before moving ahead with the session, I would like to invite Dr. Praveen Joshi, Director, Prerna College of Commerce, for an introductory speech. Over to you, sir. Joshi sir, you are not audible. Sir, Joshi sir. Participants, please mute your microphone.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I extend a very warm and hearty welcome to my friend, Professor Vijay Kumar. He has prolific and profound experience in teaching, in academics, as well as in research. His academic profile is very strong and very inspiring for all of us. Today is speaking on a very important topic, and I'm sure that all of the students, all of the participants and faculty members will be immensely benefited. Prerna College of Commerce is only 20 years young college and focuses on the overall development, personal development of the students. In order to make their academic side stronger, it is needed that we organize such certificate courses. We don't do it under any kind of compulsion of NAC or UGC or any other body. It's a strong desire, inner desire, that our students must get insight and penetration into the important topics and subjects of commerce as well as management. So I'm sure today Professor Vijay Kumar will enlighten you on this very important topic, and you will learn a lot from him. Professor, I once again extend a hearty welcome to you. Kindly enlighten our students and faculty.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I humbly request Vijay Kumar sir to start the session and enlighten us. Please, sir. Sir, you are not audible.
You are not audible, sir. Kindly unmute your...
Yes, sir. Sir, I thank our Praveen Joshi, sir, for giving me this opportunity, sir. I also thank Shivani ma'am. I also thank Neha ma'am who has coordinated with me in all this program. So today the topic allocated to me is social media marketing. So talking about social media marketing, uh, first we have to start with what is marketing. As everybody knows, marketing refers to activity undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. Here, I remember my 11th standard teacher who taught me economics. When we entered the class for the first time, we do not know what is economics and all that. He told me economics is nothing but buying and selling. Right. We were a bit surprised and we were a bit, what do you call, thought is that simple. He told me that, he told us that, my dear students, be in the class for next 2 years. At the end of 12th standard, you will agree with me. Yes, we have studied a lot of things, law of demand, law of supply, law of diminishing marginal utility, so on, so forth. Everything we study, but the basic things remain buying and selling. Same way in marketing also, what we say is what are all the activities the buyer, the seller does to make a buyer buy the product. Okay, seller sells the product, buyer buys the product. So what are all the activity they do to do that is what we call as marketing, and you all know that. So next we move on to the next thing, social media marketing, right? So talking about social media marketing, what is it is? It is the use of social media platforms and websites to promote a product or service. So using the social media platform uh, to promote a product or service is what we call as social media marketing. My dear students, you have to remember one thing. In marketing, there is a classification that how to market a product and how to market a service. So both the things are completely different. Marketing a product is different. Marketing a service is different. And both we are doing it through the social media, and that is the reason we have told that social media is the use of the social media platforms and websites to promote a product or service. Now one question will come into the mind of everybody. By this time, you should have been aware. I always start a class assuming that my students know everything, and I am here just to refresh your memory, to put things in a collective forum. That is it, because that is the way I teach my class. So everybody will have a doubt. Sir, we are talking about social media marketing. When I just went through some of the websites, it was mentioned like this. It is also called as digital marketing. It is also called as e-marketing. My dear students, you have to understand one thing. Social media marketing is a part of digital marketing. Digital marketing is something very big. Okay, in digital media, we are using a lot of things. In that, social media marketing is a part of it. So please don't confuse yourself, or please don't social media and digital media marketing both are same. No, social media marketing is a part of digital marketing. Okay. Now, next question will come into your mind. So, talking about social media, what are all the social medias platforms that are available in India? Okay, so when we say social, giving advertisement through social platforms, then the next question will arise: what are the social platforms that are available in this country, right? So the list what I have given, I never say this includes all, but these are the major players, major what do you call social networks that are used by the people in India. You can see the list: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Reddit, Tumblr, Sprout Social. If you ask me, is this the end of the list? I never say yes, because every day new platforms are on the rise, and you will have more social platforms in the offing in the next couple of years. So there are more social media platforms that are available here. Next question will arise. Sir, talking about social media, yes, we are using it, and where everybody is using social media. First, we want to analyze what is the power and reach of the social media, because before you go for marketing, you have to analyze what is the power of social media. The survey what is given is taken last year. What they say is a average monthly users of Facebook is 2.37 billion. I use my words carefully. Monthly active users. There are many people in social media who open accounts and they never actively engage in that. That list is separate. Who are all actively using the social media? If you take that into account, Facebook is used by 2.37 billion users in a month. Instagram is used by over 1 billion users at a month. TikTok is used by 800 million users. Twitter is used by 326 million users. LinkedIn is used by 303 million users. Pinterest is used by 300 million users. So if you ask me, sir, what is the greatness in it? What that number tries to do? Why you are giving me these numbers? You have to understand one thing. Half of the global population, 3.8 billion people, use social media. That is, for establishing that only I have given you all the things. Okay, out of the total population of the world, more than half of the people, 3.8 billion people, they use social media, and the growth of social media is increasing by 9.2% every year. Every year, the social media growth is increasing by 9.2%. And the next point, what I am going to tell is something very interesting. On an average, every user spends 2 hours 30 minutes in social media. You have account in Facebook, you have account in Instagram, you have account in Twitter, whatever account you have. If you calculate that time, morning you are opening and checking, in free time you are doing it, evening you are doing it, before you sleep you check what are all the messages that has come and all that. On an average, you use social media for around 2 hours 30 minutes, right? And Hootsuite is one of the analysts of social media. They say that 52% of brand discovery happens in public social feeds. That is, what I say here is this: 52% of the brands reach the public only through social media. Or if somebody asks you how you know this brand, you say, sir, I have seen it in Twitter, I have seen it in Facebook. So like that, 52% of the brands became aware to the public only because of social media. And next thing is 54% of internet users use social media when researching products before making a purchase decision. This is very interesting information, right? Nowadays, earlier or 20 years back, when we purchase any product, what we do, we go to a shop, we ask the salesman what are the products that are available in the shop. He will show, you will ask him what is the best, he will suggest this one is best, you will buy and come. Or else the maximum thing what we do is, we will be asking our neighbors what they have got, what fridge they have got, what television they have got, what two-wheeler they have got, and so on. Right? So, right now nobody relies on that. What we do, if you want to buy a television or if you want to buy a refrigerator or a mobile phone, first thing what we do is, we are seeing the reviews in the social media. Okay, social media in Google, what reviews are coming about the product. If all the people says, okay, majority people says the product is good, it is fine, you can buy, I have bought this product, this is working for me very well, and so on, you will be buying that product. On the other hand, if the people says the product is not good, I have bought it, now I am feeling bad about it and all that, you will not buy it. Right? So 52% of the purchases happens only after seeing the review in the internet. So you can understand, majority of the decisions taken by the people are only dependent on internet, and that shows the power of social media. Okay. Next thing what we talk about is, okay sir, I want to open a social media account. I want to sell my product through social media. Fine. Well, one thing you have to understand, earlier we open, for example, I say like this, I open a restaurant some 20 years back. What I will do maximum is, I will print a pamphlet, I will be giving to nearby houses who I think will be the probable customers, or I give a maximum a page advertisement in the local newspaper. That's it. I don't go beyond that, because I don't have opportunities beyond that. Nowadays, if you want to open any business, okay, the first thing what they say is, develop a website. If you have a company website, if you have an organization website, then only the business will grow. That has become the order of the day. If you are a local company or if you are a multinational company, nobody is bothered about the size of the company. They want the website. They want the website of the company. That website must contain all the details about the company. That is the reason every organization pays more attention in developing the websites, and the website should be user friendly. When you open the website, all the details that are required by you must be there, search options, everything must be proper. Next question will arise, sir, website, how you put the content. There are two types. One is organic content, another one is paid content. In organic content, what you do is you create your own profile page. In that profile page, you have your picture, images about your product, about your business, what you do, your customers, valuable customers, all that you put in the website. Organic website, organic content is what we call it as. But you have to understand one thing. Everybody uses Google, right? Everybody uses Google. When you put a name, say leading restaurants in Pune or leading restaurants in Nagpur, it is so, okay. One first that the list of restaurants will come, and when you go on browsing again and again and again, maybe at the third click or the fifth click or even the 10th click, your hotel, your restaurant may come. So what you have to do to make the restaurant come at the first click, that is the problem. Okay, that completely dependent on algorithm based. They say it is based on the searches and all that. That is a big topic. We are not going to explore that right now. Okay, so in organic content, if you develop the website, the chances of visibility is not completely guaranteed. So what we do is there is a thing called paid content. Paid content. Okay, in Facebook also, or in the Twitter or in Instagram, you can pay and you can put your advertisements, right? So when that is so, what they do is paid social media can help to amplify your organic content or generate leads for the company via down the funnel advertising campaigns. This is the most crucial word, down the funnel advertising. Okay, for example, in Facebook, for example, I'm giving an advertisement for college students. I'm running a college. I want to give that advertisement to the college students. Clear? When that is so, in Facebook, billions of users are there. When I give an advertisement in general, the probability of reaching the last person is less. The particular college student is less. When I go for paid advertising, what happens is Facebook has tell us how many college students are there, what is the target group. That paid content will go and reach there. So this is what we call as down the funnel advertising. So earlier what we tried in organic content, we tried to put a website for all. After that, the point, reach, how many people see the advertisement comes. So what happens, I go for paid content. When I go for paid content, my message goes to the target group which I intend to. Whom I want to send the advertisement, who I want to see the advertisement, that message reaches there. So that is what paid content is. And many of my students sitting there, they will understand. If you open any Facebook or in Twitter or in Instagram, they'll say it is paid message, it is a paid content. Okay, it will be mentioned in the top itself, because you will be surprised that gentleman is not in our list, that lady is not in the list. How that comes to me? So it is so because of the paid content, right? Next one is okay, sir, you are talking about all this. Right, paid content, organic content, Google search. When you create a website, more and more people will come and see your message and all that. Fine, right? So, sir, I give my, excuse me. Yeah. The question arises, how do I measure? How do I measure in social media? For example, when I give an advertisement in a print media, for example, I give an advertisement in Dainik Jagran, okay. So they say I do not know the exact circulation. I tell that the newspaper tells that, sir, the circulation is 10 lakhs per day. So what does that mean? They are printing 10 lakh papers and they are selling it. Now the question is, how many people are actually seeing your advertisement in Dainik Jagran? That's the problem. 5 lakh people papers are printed, 5 lakh papers are sold, but when it comes to individual houses, the habit of reading newspaper is different among different people. When a newspaper comes to me, I will see the first page, then I move to the last page, sports column, then I see any film news, I close the paper and keep it away. When it comes to user like me, first page, if they had given that advertisement, I would have seen that. If the advertisement has come in the last page, I would have seen that. Since it has come somewhere in the middle, I did not see that. I closed the paper and I left it. Okay. And there are certain households, if there are 5 members in that household, all the 5 members, they will read the entire newspaper from fully, top to bottom. So you said only one paper is sold in that house, but 5 people are seeing that advertisement. I am telling this particular example is, if you give in a newspaper advertisement, the chances of counting how many people have exactly seen your advertisement is less. Okay, we do not know the actual numbers, and the actual numbers are very difficult to predict. But here in social media marketing, you can exactly you can tell it how this happens, right? So what we do here is, we have 3 measurement techniques. The first thing what we say is engagement metrics. Engagement metrics, that is how your users interact with your campaigns. Now, one thing you have to understand now, many advertisements turn out to be a joke. For example, for the recent 1 year back, there was an advertisement regarding cred. Cred is a finance, okay. Rahul Dravid came in that advertisement. You would have remembered, anybody who watches cricket matches would have definitely seen this advertisement. "Main Indira Nagar ka gunda hai." Okay, who told that? Rahul Dravid. That advertisement was trolled by everybody because for one reason, Rahul Dravid was considered as gentleman in Indian cricket, most soft-spoken, most perfect and most elegant. If you show him as Indira Nagar ka gunda, no people are ready to believe. That turned out to be a dud. Right? So you need to use, because you think you are using Dravid, but the point is how the people react to that advertisement, that is shown in engagement metrics. And what we say is, first one, average engagement rate, that is how the users interact with your campaigns. And second one, we talk about amplification rate. Talking about amplification rate, In the social media, you have the option of sharing your videos, sharing your content with others. Okay, if you feel a particular advertisement is good in a social media, what you do, you are sharing it with your friends. That amplification rate will show you how much you have shared it with your friends. And the third thing what we show is virality rate. Okay, virality rate. That is how viral an advertisement will turn to be. One thing you have to understand, not all the many people think by doing this we can become viral, we can become a trend in social media and all that. By my experience I tell, okay, to make a thing viral, you cannot plan. You cannot plan something and you can make it viral. That should happen in all of a sudden. Okay, you cannot plan. If you plan it, that will not succeed in a long time. So viral content, certain things will make your campaign viral. And what is the virality rate? So these three things are shown in engagement metrics. The second metrics, how you can measure is the reach metrics. Okay, reach metrics. Now, one thing you have to understand in social media is this: you have many friends in Facebook, followers, and so on. Your followers will be following whatever you are saying. But the problem is, how many people other than your followers are seeing your content? That is what reach metrics talk about. Okay, how many people other than your followers are seeing it? Okay, so in that post outreach, what we say is how many people have seen your post since it was published. Okay, in Facebook or in Twitter, easily you can check out. Okay, how many people have seen it, how many have put likes, how many have put dislikes, and all that. And the next thing is audience growth rate. Talking about the growth rate, page growth. Okay, how many have been following it earlier and how many are following it right now? What is the rate at which the page is growing, the increase in followers happen. And the next thing is social share of voice. That is how many people are telling your brand name in comparison to others. Now, one thing you have to make that brand talk. Okay, people should talk that there is a brand like this. That is what we call as social share of voice. The third thing how we are going to measure is conversion matrix, right? Talking about conversion matrix, right? So talking about conversion matrix, one thing you have to understand, if you are running a shop, if you are a businessman, you can understand many people will be entering into your shop, but all will not be buying from your shop. But as a shopkeeper, you cannot get excited about that. You cannot get disturbed about that, because you believe that today the people come, they will be there, they will see our shop, they will see the products. Tomorrow or in a later date, they will come and buy from your shop. That is the assumption that every shopkeeper does. Okay, so you can see in malls, in all the places, many people will be entering the malls, and in malls you can find a lot of shops. But if you ask them how many people have entered the shop and how many people have purchased from the shop, they say it's very less. What we call as window shopping, they just see and they go. Then you can ask me why they are keeping the shops in the mall for advertisements. They want to show that they are a big brand, they are having a shop in that big mall, so they are keeping it. Same way it happens in online. Many people visit your website, okay, fine, but how many people are buying from the website, from your online shop? That counts. Okay, the conversion rate, how many people have visited and how many people have purchased from your shop. The next thing what we say is click through rate. If you see in any website at the last what they will give is buy now or sign up, what we call as CTA. So it's call to action. That is, if you are really interested in buying, you click. Once you click, it will show how the purchase has to be made. So how many people have really clicked that button? So that will what we call as click through rate. You can very well ask me a question. Sir, why are you telling all these things? I am telling all the conversion metrics and all the reach metrics and engagement metrics for only one thing. You can exactly measure the actual number of people who have visited your portal, who have visited your website, who have actually logged in. Why I am telling you, earlier when I gave an example of newspaper, I told you you cannot measure exactly, but here accurately with time you can mention this person has logged in, this person has logged out at this time, this person has purchased this much, this person has purchased this, all that. So that is the reason, major plus point you have in social media marketing. You can measure the number exactly. You can count exactly how many people were there 1 month before, how many people were there after your campaign, how many new users are there, how many old users are there. All that you can measure exactly. Okay, so that is the reason I have been telling all this, right? And the next thing what we call is social media tools. Okay, so next thing you will understand, because I believe that after finishing your graduation, many people will go for a job, marketing job, and when marketing comes, social media marketing is a part of it. Okay, I just tell the names of the what you call the tools which you can use for monitoring your website. I'm not going to in detail in all this. This is a big area. So what I tell you right now is, if you want to monitor your website, how your website goes, okay, how your website is received by all the people, you can go for Brand 24, UScan, Keyhole, Mention. If you want to create and schedule posts, okay, creating and scheduling posts, that is, at this time I want this message to be displayed, at this time I want to send it, and all that. Okay, so what we say here is, you have Smarter Queue, Social Champ, Planable, Ricker Post, Hootsuite, Zoho Social, and all that. And the next one is, if you want to communicate with users, you will have Facebook chatbot, buffer reply. So these are all the tools you have. And if you want analytics, you have Popsters, Rival IQ, Agora Pulse. Okay, so these are all the softwares that are available for analyzing all this, right? So now the most important part, so and most interesting part, if you are a student, you can always expect this question in your examination. What are all the benefits of social media marketing? Right? So talking about benefits of social media marketing, the first thing what we say is increase brand awareness. So talking about brand awareness, okay, one thing you have to understand, I tell you, in South India, maybe you are not aware of this, there is one famous store in Chennai by name Saravana Stores. Okay, and Saravana Stores consists of it's a family business. Brothers, sons, they are doing it. And what happened exactly was they opened a new store near my place in Chennai, named it as Legend Saravana. Okay, so that is nothing new in that. What was new in that is this. So as the tradition of any textile shops, what they did was they approached film personalities for advertisement. Okay. So they approached a big star in Tamil. He charged a fee of 3 crore. Okay. So they told that owner thought, why I should pay 3 crore to that star? Instead, why not I act in that advertisement? The thing is, that man is a businessman. He'll be short. Perhaps if you always go what do you call active in social media, search Legend Saravana stores. Okay, Legend Saravana. Okay. So you can find that advertisement. That man is not a filmy personality. He will be a bit short and all that. But that advertisement became a rage. That man was trolled like anything in social media in South India. But that shop is running successfully. 3 months back, that man acted as a hero in a movie. That movie bombed. That's a different story. But the thing is that everybody knows right now Legend Saravana. The thing is that I want to emphasize you only that. So you can sometimes, okay, this sort of things work out. That is, going in a bit unconventional way, like what Saravanan did. Okay. He is a businessman. He doesn't have the looks of a film star, but still acting in advertisement and making the shop reach the customers. Right? So increasing brand awareness, this is the best thing. Second thing, what we talk is boost website traffic. So boosting the website traffic. One thing you have to understand, first you want to make the people visit the website. Only if you can make the people visit the website, then only you can think of making him buy. So for doing that, you have to promote aggressively. You can see how Amazon does. Amazon says when you buy through Amazon, when you pay through Amazon, you will get cash back. You will get points. So in that process, what they do is they make you visit their website. They make you buy the product through Amazon. You can pay through any media. You can pay through all that. Okay. The next thing is faster and easier content distribution. But now through social media, you can distribute, you can tell anything very fast. Okay. Earlier, it was very difficult. For example, if I want to read a big novel, okay, a famous novel, English or Tamil or Hindi, whatever it is, I need to go to a bookshop. In that bookshop, it will be available. So that will be of 500 pages, you assume. it'll be bulky. I have to buy that, paying some 300, 400 rupees, take it home. I have to keep it in a place, right? I have to study whenever I am free. So if I study while traveling, I have to take it, carry it to traveling, and then I have to study. That is a big task. Now the same thing happens. You can download the ebook, download books online through your websites. You can read anywhere, anytime. So that is what happening. So you just the content distribution is very fast. Many, being a teacher, many of my book publishing friends, they say that, sir, our sales has reduced drastically because especially after the pandemic corona, what happened was this. Okay, we started teaching online. The online teaching, what we did was, we take the screenshots of the book, we take photos of the books and send it to students. Students, what they do is right now is, even if we give notes in the, even you will agree with me, I so, even if we give notes in the class, they write it in a notebook, they take a photograph of it and keep it here. While exams, they just scroll only the mobile phones, they read. They never have the habit of carrying books and reading. So when that is the case, that's the third thing. And fourth thing, what we talk about is industry, marketplace, and competitor insights. Well, one thing you have to understand now, you are decided by your competitors in marketing. Okay. So you say, I will be like this, I will do only this, only that, and all that. But if the competitor goes in a different way, you have to go that way. For example, let me tell you one thing. Sir, I have a principle of not giving advertisements in newspapers. I have a principle of not giving advertisements in televisions. That was the principle we are following 40 years. My grandfather, my father, everybody was doing business like that. I also will do like that. You cannot. Because when your competitor, your direct competitor who is sitting opposite to you or next to you does all this, you also have to deal with it. I'll share one interesting information which I read today morning. Okay, competitor need not be from the same industry. That was something very interesting. Probably you'd have read it if you have gone through some social media. The thing is this, okay. Toffee business. Toffee, you understand, chocolates, small chocolates. It has come down drastically because of UPI. UPI, na? Payment through mobile phones, payment through what do you call online. Okay, right now, even after drinking a cup of tea, we are paying the tea shop through Beam app and all that. Okay, how this happened, the logic was so simple. Earlier, all the shopkeepers, they were keeping toffees in bulk. If you purchase for 8 rupees, if you give them 10 rupees, they will not give you 2 rupees. They say that instead of 2 rupees, you take this chocolate. Okay, that is the way it was done. So you can imagine in India how many shops are there, how many shopkeepers are there, how many people have to be given change. So toffees were used as a change. Okay, if you want to use small minimum amount of things, you can do that, right? So right now UPI has come, direct exact money. So when I am transferring money from my account, what I does, I pay 8 rupee, it is 8 rupee. 9 rupee, it is 9 rupee. So the shopkeeper does not require to pay me any change. So he is not buying any toffees in stock. So as a result, the toffee, the chocolate business has come down drastically. The lesson that you have to learn from this is competitor always need not be from your same industry. It can be from anybody. Toffee manufacturers would not have imagined Digital India will give them this problem. Definitely, I'm not much scared about all this because they will always come out with a new way of selling toffees, right? So that is how market grows. Okay, that once a crisis comes, once you are put in a lock, you find a way to come out. Okay, then what we talk about is social media marketing goals. We talk about, so talking about marketing goals, you need to imagine what is your goal. Now you have to be very clear in your business. Some people, some businessmen, what they think is, I have sufficient, I have enough. So what I do is I put effort only to retain the people, retain my customer base. I am not for expanding, I am for retaining. There are other few people who have started their business. What they think is, I want to expand. Some people are more active, more wild. They want to grow very, very, very fast. So what is your thing? And one more thing with social media is you have to be very, very careful when you are running a social media, how you are going to handle your feedbacks. Now I tell you one thing, right? You cannot be good to all. You cannot be good to all. Okay, everybody is subject to criticisms. Even after Virat Kohli has his 70 centuries, okay, getting 71st century, it took him 2 years. In that 2 years, how much criticism he has faced, everybody knows, right? So everybody is subject to criticism in social media. They write any nowadays. Everybody has become a writer. Everybody has become a media person. If I have a Twitter handle, if I have a Facebook, if I have an Instagram, I can put any photo. I can put any message, whatever I like, and that can cause havoc to the country. Okay, so you need to be, what is your goal? You need to be very clear in that. And next thing is satisfied customers. This is what we talk about. You have to satisfy your customers. At the end of the day, they are your boss. Marketing basic rule is this: you are living only for your customers. Okay. One I know one tea shop person outside in my place. What he told was, he opened a small tea shop. He was selling tea. After 15 days or 20 days, he started selling vada, etc. and some bhaji, so on, so on, so on, increase. I asked him what is the reason for that. He's running a small tea shop. I asked him what is the reason for that. He told me, sir, my customer who is coming for drinking tea, they say, we want vada, we want bhaji. So I included. So even the smallest shopkeeper who is running tea business, he is also thinking about customer and expanding his business. Then you must imagine what MNCs, what big companies, what manufacturing companies must do. You always aim at satisfying your customers. The next thing is, what are all the disadvantages? Disadvantages are always your competitors. I tell you, many a times they make you sleepless. They just put it in such a way that, and if you have an energetic competitor outside, and one thing positively you can tell, they make the best in you come out. I don't say no, but many a time they put you in a fix, right? And the next thing is, you require qualified personnel. Why? You must know how to use social media. That is something very, very, very important. Okay. I think I read one article today. Ma'am, 5 minutes, ma'am. I'll wind up. Will that be fine, ma'am? Yeah. Um, that fellow right now, that gentleman is IAS officer in Tamil Nadu, right? He has posted some political comments when he was in college in Twitter. Okay. That was retweeted. Now somebody has taken a screenshot of that IAS officer's Twitter and put how that man told he belongs to this and all that. Okay, all political, right? So that man told, that IAS officer told politely, that was done when I was studying in 2014, not right now. So it has nothing to do with the current positions, because in social media you have to be very careful. What you have given, what you have posted 5 years ago, 10 years ago also can take, and you can do that. And next one is slow returns on investments. So talking about slow returns on investments, you cannot invest, expect overnight your sale to jump. That will not happen all of a sudden. It will take time. And the next thing is tarnish brand name. Now, one thing, man, social media can make a man. Okay. There are, I don't want to tell names, that sounds different. I don't want to tell names. Many big people in India are developed, projected by social media very, very well. They maintain that properly. I can use this way. They maintain that properly, and many of the things are getting, if they want to tarnish, okay, I can quote this. Latest in Bollywood, they are doing boycott movies, boycott Lal Singh Chaddha. Okay, movie is good or not, nobody knows. But boycott Lal Singh Chaddha. So, if you want to tarnish, you can use it by using social media, and it is time consuming. Why you say you could have seen? I have seen many websites. They say website is in the process of repair. It will be restored within certain time. And if you want to develop a website, even for a small company, it takes more than a month. Okay, put everything in place, to collect all the details in place. It is a time consuming process. If I want to give an advertisement, printed advertisement, I can design it one day, I can print it today evening, I can distribute it tomorrow morning. But that cannot happen in social media. It takes a lot of time to establish a website. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of social media marketing. To end, I tell this quote. This is by Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the CEO of Amazon. What he says is, if you make customers unhappy in the physical world, they might each tell 6 friends. If you make customers unhappy on the internet, they can each tell 6,000. So 6,000 is also, I'll say, very less. It will be even more. Okay, so that is the power of social media. So these are the references which are taken. What I have talked is taken only from this websites. Okay, so any questions you want to ask me, you can ask. I hope within this short period of time I have covered the maximum thing. Still, it is a very big area. I hope I have done something to you.
Students, do you have any questions? Please, you can ask the questions. Anybody wants to ask anything? Okay, I'll conclude now. Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful talk and a very wonderful presentation. It was seriously, in a very clear terms and language. Beautifully, you have explained all the advantages and what social media marketing is with your beautiful quotes. And now it's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this certificate course on marketing management. So, first and foremost, I'm thankful to the Honorable Speaker, Dr. Vijay Kumar sir, for his enlightening the students on social media marketing. He has beautifully explained all the terms regarding the social media marketing with the quotes. Sir, we are really very grateful that you have spared your valuable time for us. And it was a very wonderful and informative session for us and for our students. And I'm very much sure that our students will definitely benefited from the information you have shared with us. Now I extend my sincere thanks to Professor R.C. Gulhane, President Prerna Seva Mandal, Dr. S.C. Gulhane, the Secretary Prerna Seva Mandal, and Mrs. Abhilasha Godde, CEO Prerna Seva Mandal, for their continuous guidance and support. I wholeheartedly thank Dr. Praveen Joshi, Director Prerna College of Commerce, for his continuous motivation and support, without which this program would not be possible. My special thanks to Dr. Liladhar Revatkar, Officiating Principal of Prerna College of Commerce, for his valuable guidance and inspiration. I'm very much thankful to all the participants and faculty members for their cooperation for making this program successful. Last but not the least, I'm grateful to the technical team for their efforts and cooperation. Thank you so much, everyone. And now, with the permission of the chair, I declare that this fifth day of certificate course in marketing management is over. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. It was really very wonderful to have you with us today.
Thank you, ma'am, for all your nice words, and I hope the students would have benefited a lot. Okay, in
Definitely,
case
sir.
if you have any doubts, they are always free to contact me. I have given my mail and number. Any free to contact me.
Sure,
Thanks a
sure.
lot, ma'am. I
Thank you
also
so
take
much,
this
sir.
opportunity to thank Praveen Joshi sir for this opportunity, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.